Good morning, everyone. My name is Terez, and I'm a Diamond Director with Barista International. I just wanted to thank you for joining me this morning on this training on the Barista system of getting started. First of all, I just wanted to congratulate you on making this life-changing decision. Let's get started. Actually, this morning, what I'm going to share with you is these are just simple steps that would help you get started with your business. Let's start with investment. Business Builders Pack. The thing that's really nice about this is it is easy, simple, and it's business focused. So in the next page, I will break this down more to you, and so that you could see why I said it's easy, simple, and business focused. Second thing also is that you need to set up your auto-ship for 50 PB. Now, this would do two things for you. One is, while you're building the business, you want to make sure that you have 50 PB and auto-ship every month, just so you'll be active. So everything that you do, you're going to be able to qualify for all the commissions. The other thing also is that you need to become a product of the product. And the thing that's going to be nice about this is that once you get the Business Builders Pack, you're actually going to have all the different products we have, so you could try it out and see what you need to do. But at first, you should set you up with either 30 coffee or 30 fit, just to make sure you have the 50 PB. The goal is to create your own personal story. This actually helps you a lot for you personally, but it's also going to help you, not just you, but also your team in regards to everything else moving forward. The other thing also is that you need to determine the amount of products to share and sample. This is going to be very, very much key. When I first started, the next week I ran out of products right away, and that was just because I wasn't able to plan. And I'm hoping that since I'm telling you guys now with this, you could be able to plan better for yourself, because it's really easy to share something, and it's hard to share something if you don't have products to share. The other thing also, you can't also sample. Next thing is you need to schedule your first PBR. This is a private business reception, so it's actually more personal and exclusive. And then you need to. It is really critical for you to get the phone numbers for the home office, and also for the person that sponsored you, and whoever are the leaders in Barista. And you'll be able to just contact that person that sponsored you, and you'll be able to also get the phone numbers of the people, the leaders that will be able to help you. The thing that's really, why is that important is that, a lot of us are doing this part-time, and there might be time that one person might not be available, and at least you have choices that you'll be able to call. But at the end, you could always call the office, the home office, if you have any kind of help, you need any help. You could also email them. You need to know the weekly call schedule. You really need to be plugged into this. When you first get started, we have the opportunity calls on Tuesdays. There are going to be some training every once in a while. There will be the company will be able to let us know on a Thursday or a Wednesday. And then we have the Saturday, who's getting started. Getting started on the Saturday actually is very much key, because if you just got started and you have people that you just signed in, it is better for all you guys to be able to hear for the getting started, so you guys are all on the same page moving forward. You also need to set up your replicated site. Especially in the beginning, we get so excited and we start sharing things, and then our site hasn't been set up. And it is better for you to make sure that you do that. As I said before, I wanted to break down the Business Builders Pack, right? So first thing is you're going to have 1 year of Barista business license to be able to share our products. Second, as I said before, you have products, but you're going to have all the products that we have. We have the Fit, the Lean, the Slim, and also the Sure. So you'll be able to try them all. You'll be able to sample them all. Third, you have the business kits, and this is actually the brochure, and also the business cards. Now, it is really very important for you to download the form, the business card form. And you need to do that right away just so you could submit that and have your business cards printed. Next one is the business materials. This is all the materials that you need. So you can have it in paper, you'll be able to see it for the different things, whatever is in terms of the business. And this business materials is also in your pro site. And, you're going to have the pro site available for the first month. And the thing that's really nice about that is that you're going to be able to use it, go around it, and see how it goes, and so you could really see the importance of why you should have the pro site. And it is really better for you to be able to see. It is better to have the pro site if you're building, because you'll be able to see a lot more. The next phase is that we need to establish our why. This is really specific reasons why you're motivated to join Berisha. Somebody shared this with you, and for one reason or another you went. For one reason or another you signed up, right? So there must be something, the reason why you were motivated to do that. You need to invest in a journal or create a vision board, dream board. This is actually something that we did the vision board, dream board with me and my family. And the thing that's really nice about that is that you'll be able to see that you guys actually have the same things, the same goals that you wanted. And the thing that's nice about that now is that your family also knows that you're doing Berisha because of that. You have reason why you're doing this. And so you guys are going to be more all in the same page when it comes to building the business. You need to identify personal and financial goals. Now, in the financial goals, you have short-term and long-term. Personal is probably more of development, or maybe if you want to physically. So these are things that you need to write this down. You need to make sure that you have this. And then the last thing is you need to imagine and creating time and financial freedom. This is basically where decisions that you make is not based on money, but it's just based on what needs to be done. And this is really cool. This financial freedom, if you basically be able to do all the things that you want in your dream board, which is really amazing. The thing that's really nice about this is once you have these goals, is that, in the business, you're going to have ups and downs. And the thing that's going to be nice is that on the down part of things, you'll be able to go back to these goals and seeing that, this is what why I wanted to do Berisha. Because it's not going to be easy. It's simple, but it's not going to be easy. And you'll be able to take a look at this, and you'll be able to see why you're doing this. All right. The first 72 hours is really key. This is where, everybody's excitement is sky high. You need to get set up with customers right away to get positive results. Basically, you need to talk to people. Who do you know that loves you? This is basically more of family and friends. These are people that's easy for you to talk to. You have a relationship with them, so it's very much comparable. The other thing also is that these are the people who will probably help you get started. If you're going to share your goals, like if you want to share your goals that you wanted money for, college fund for your daughter or for a car or whatever it would be, you'll be able to share that with them, and they'll be able to support you. You'll be able to see why they're supporting you in your business, right? And then the key is you need to have at least 3 people. Why 3? When you get 3 customers, you're going to get 3 products. Now, at the same time, you're going to start earning income. So now you'll be able to have positive results financially. Schedule events. As I said before, you need to plug in, but these are also different things because some of them are personal. So you'd invite them on your personal business reception. This is the PBR, and then you have the Berisha, tasting party. This is something to do with more with customers. Okay, you need to showcase your business, show success, and then you need to invite the people that you respect and admire most, especially in the beginning, because obviously you want to make sure that somebody will be able to give you a different opinion of what you're getting started with, and that also would be able to gauge you and be able to help you. what adjustments you had to make. And this is a very powerful question. Who do you know that I should know? This actually helps you be able to expand your pipeline at the same time, be able to see that person be able to know that you are serious about this, and then they better be part of it so that you guys could work together, right? You need to promote and attend all events. The weekly training calls, this actually helps you get things on a weekly basis. We're going to have Super Saturdays, the regional conferences, and also the national convention. Time investment. This one here, when we first started, most people, we start part-time, but some people could do full-time. And this is something you need to decide. Part-time, it's 5 to 15 hours daily, weekly. Full-time is 32 to 40 hours weekly. And you need to establish your financial goals in the first 5 days. This is the roadmap to building to the first step is executive diamond. We're building to position. I'm going to explain that more later. Existing hourly rate. This is something I will break down also later. So basically, this is what you want to earn ultimately if you do whatever you need to do when it comes to Berisha, right? Post 90-day hourly rate. This is something that you need to basically review things, and then you commit to building a preferred customer base. We really have to be careful and differentiate for being productive and being active, and I will discuss that more later. Determine your hourly rate. So working on Berisha either full time. If you do it full time, you're going to have 2,080 work hours in a year. So if your rate is $50 an hour, so basically you're going to make about $104,000 a year, right? If you go through everything that you needed to do. But if you're going to do part-time, then you basically just, so if you're going to work 10 hours per week, then, the 10 hours per week, then you'll be able to get, 500, a week. The thing is, once you have determined this, then you need to basically able to really know that, if you're going to put 10 hours in a week and you have to schedule those, you need to make sure that those hours you're going to be being productive on it, knowing that you're going to make $50 an hour. Developing your pipeline. The thing that's really nice about what we have is that, we don't have to worry about inventory. The company will actually take care of that. The only thing that we really have to take care of it is the inventory in our pipeline, and these are the list of people that you have, right? If you take a look at this, it actually helps you. There's a breakdown so that you'll be able to know how to handle them. You have category 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if you go to, and then also, we also have the memory jagger. This is on your one market. A lot of times, the people that we see every time are the people you're going to have on your list most likely. And then, but this memory jagger will also help you that there's going to be a lot more people that you actually know by just going through this. Who do you know? And then you just kind of just go through this and help you. When you develop your pipeline, it is really key that you write them down on this form, right? And the thing that's nice about this is that from here, you'll be able to see exactly what you have done for each person. And then if there's somebody that you really want to follow up them later, you just put them on your drip list. And the only thing that we know that's every 3 months, lives change. So after 3 or 4 months, if you haven't contacted them, you should contact them again and then see where they're at with things and see how it goes, right? But this actually helps you how you're going to follow up with them and how you're going to help. You're going to basically have a plan working with them. Daily mode of operation, part-time, 1 to 2 hours daily. Now, this daily mode of operation, actually this helps you to be productive. How you could work with your pipeline, right? 1 to 2 hours daily. Why daily? It's consistency, basically. So it helps you be more consistent. So you need to have be involved with something to do with Barisha on a daily basis, and it helps you be consistent. It really helps a lot. So if you're full time, you should do about 6 to 8 hours. Part time is 1 to 2 hours. You also have, we have weekly goals here. Obviously, everybody is different, going to have different goals, but these are the goals that is recommended. And the thing that's nice about this is that if you have a weekly goal, one business builder and 2 customers, if you don't make it this week, then you could do it the next week, and then by the end of the month, you have a greater chance of being able to qualify for the business builders pool. Be organized before you start. So this is another thing also that helps you to be productive again. Plan your work and then work your plan. So, when you make your schedule and you say you're going to work 1 to 2 hours or whatever it will be that you're going to be doing, if you plan it ahead of time, then you are really doing everything that you need to do within that hour instead of only working for 10, 15, or 20 minutes, and the rest of them you were still planning to do what you needed to do. This is very, very critical to be productive. And this actually just helps you. It helps you be able to manage your time. And the thing that's going to be nice about this is that you put everything that you do first, and then whatever is open, and that's when you could start inserting the Barisha. So it doesn't at least it doesn't change a lot on your schedule. So everybody right now is busy. Everybody has their own schedule at this point. You get involved with Barisha, and first thing you say is that I don't have time, but actually this would help you be able to know when your time is. And the thing that's also nice is that if there's times really that you really want to do the Barisha work, then you could switch this around. And you know what's nice about this? Is that you could actually share this with your family. So when you did the vision board, they know why you're doing this. So now they also would help you be able to, and they will also change their things and work together. It's really nice to have this, and I do this with my daughter. Pick up the phone. This is really the hardest. It was hard for me, especially in the beginning, and that's why I didn't get started right away, because I wanted to see how the product works and all that stuff. But this actually, the thing that's nice about this now is that we have this getting started, and you have the list, and you already because you made all the information, all the things about each person. So now you'll be able, it's easy for you to make a plan when you make the call on how you're going to approach each person, right? So if you notice, every step that we've gone through actually leads you into this, and these are the action part of things, right? So now you need to be able to call them. You need to know how you're going to expose them for the first meeting. It could be just a Barisha opportunity call, or it could be a sampling. It could be whatever it would be. It could be invite to a 3-way call. Depending on who they are, how you feel, that you could approach them. Also, when you do these calls, because you're going to be talking to them and getting information from them, you'll be able to know exactly what they do. They're a coffee drinker, they don't drink coffee, or whatever it will be, and you'll be able to know what to share with them. So, if they go to the gym a lot, they work out a lot, then you could share the fit, depending on what it is. And that's why, everything that you did before actually really helps you get to this, okay? And you're going to be more productive if you do that. This is one of my biggest mistakes also, following up. Sometimes it's really hard because you don't know, you're afraid of what they're going to say. They don't like the product, But actually, this is really key. You need to be able to know, because most of the time, it's not because they don't like the product, they haven't tried it. If you sample them, now let you sample them and just let them drink the coffee. If you just send them the products or you just give it to them, most likely it would still be in the kitchen counter, and most likely they haven't even tried it. And now you lose out because you didn't do the follow-up. This is actually really, really key. And, we are in business, so we have to stop throwing away money by doing that. So you really have to respect your business, okay? In Barisha, we set things up, build the position. First step is time. The thing that's really nice about this is that this helps your organization to be more stable. Why is that? Because you're training them. While you're going up in ranks, we're also training you're picking a few people in your group, in your members, that's also going up in position with you. So while they're achieving their position, you're also achieving yours. So now it's more of a team effort, because what they do also affects what you do. So now what you do also affects them. So now you could actually work as a team. And this is something that sometimes we miss out, because we always think that we're an island and we have to do everything. But that's not really the case. If you build the position, you are forced to help people in your organization grow so that you can grow. And that's just how it works, right? So you need to become an expert on the rank advancement requirements. The rank advancement requirements, there's key things there. Coordinator is first. When you get, you do it in the first month, then you get $500. And then you have the director, the RVP, and ambassador. Those are short-term goals. Obviously, we all want to be an RVP or an ambassador, and to be able to just help you. And the thing that's nice about that is that those same goals could apply to your team members, and now you could work together so that you could get your goals that they're trying to get theirs. So it's really, really key. Hit a target they cannot see, and that's why you need to get started with. You build the positions. You don't really think about RVP. You start with diamond, executive diamond, then you go to coordinator. And if you could do it, go through that. Once you get to RVP, you can have a strong organization, because everybody else is trained to do the same, right? We really have to commit to the process. You need to see where you're at, and then you know how to improve. This is something that you could do on a monthly basis or every 90 days. But you really have to be honest about this for yourself, because if you're really into the business, you're really serious about doing it, you need to put a scale of 1 to 5 so that you'll be able to make adjustments. This is not for everybody else. This is for you. Once you're satisfied with that, but I know there's always adjustments that need to be made. You need to continue to add new prospects to your pipeline. You start with your warm list. Once you're done with that, you're going to start doing the cold list. So commit to have 100 people on your pipeline. So once you did something with somebody, then you need to replace that to make sure that you always have 100 people on your pipeline. Okay, that's pretty much key. Invest in your new recruits. The duplicating this process. This is one of the things that we always forget. It is very important to understand the duplicating process. This is not just you. This is actually a team effort, so they need to duplicate you. And the thing you really have to know is that they will do what you do. And you cannot assume that they know everything. So you just have to go through things. If they know it, that's great. Now you confirm it to them that that's what you're supposed to do, right? The thing that I know is that even if they're involved with other businesses, every business is different. The way they approach this, the way they do things, is still there's still a little bit of difference, and that's why you still have to share this with them, right? Invest on time and resources as part of the process. This is really key. Have products and brochures on hand to sample. Whatever products and brochures that you have in the business builder spec, you need to plan to get more. And, you could just adjust that depending on, how things start in the first 2 weeks, and then you could just keep adjusting that. But you always have to have that. You need to take ownership. Create your own recruiting folders to leave behind in face-to-face meetings. These are things that, I don't know, everybody's kind of different. So however you approach this, it's okay, but you need to take ownership. Mindset. Yeah, this is something that when I first started with network marketing, it is really hard because it's totally different. This represents your future. You need to be focused. You need to know what you want, right? So understanding the building a business is hard. It's a hard work to stay focused. Building is really hard. There's so many things, you'll be dealing with people, you'll be working with people, so there's so many different things, and it's hard. But you just need to stay focused. You need to be patient to this process, because the thing is, you're not selling them, you're sorting. You want to see who the people that wants to go with you, right? You have to invite prospect to a product or an opportunity. You need to be able to understand, if they want to be a customer or they want to be a distributor, and so you could enroll them correctly. If prospects have questions, it's always better to have an expert. Now, a lot of times you also have to know a lot of things. There might be things that you don't know. There might be things that you want somebody else to say because they have a better experience with you than you do. But it's basically up to you. But that's a three-way call, right? A lot of times also it's the prospect knows you. They don't know you about this, and that's why sometimes it's key to do a three-way. And then you always have to thank them. And then, if they are not interested, always ask for referrals. And this is what who do you know that I should know? This is really key, right? Work on consistent work habits. Successful people stay focused. So you have 6-4-2-1 rule. This happens basically almost every time, and it gets better as you keep doing it. As I said, I would keep saying about this productive and versus active, and we really have to understand what the difference is. You need to stick with the proven plan. The thing that's really nice is that the company already provided us with a lot of the things that we needed. All we have to do is take action, and we don't need to reinvent anything. They have like this getting started, step by step. Actually, goes to the next, to the next, to the next. So if you do step 1, it helps you with step 2, and it just goes all the way through. You need to become an expert. As I said, you need to take ownership, right? So take personal responsibility for your business, Barisha business. You go through the website, you go through all those things, download all the things that you have there, all the latest stuff, and you need to check this on a weekly basis, just so you know if there's something that's updated. You need to go back there and be able to say that whatever you're sharing is that most updated one. And you need to get educated. So as I said, you review all the Barisha tools in the back office. You need to learn the Barisha story, and also you need to have your own. Telling your story, it is more important of how you feel about this company than just telling stories or just sharing something that you got from somebody else. If you have your own, it makes it much more personal. You need to be a great teacher. Duplication is essential, as I said before. Especially with that duplication, the process is really much better now when it comes to building to a position. That really helps you, and that duplication process is key. You need to establish a weekly accountability calls. This is something for support, not just for you, but also for your team. And then schedule events to build and inspire your team. So you have to become a leader that everyone's to emulate. So 3 things you need to do. You need to be respectful, be responsible, and be involved. If it's meant to be, it's up to me. And I just wanted to thank you guys for joining me today. And I hope whatever I shared with you today helps you with your business moving forward. Thank you again.